Interesting. Then the next verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and it links together with this verse, وَيَتَجَنَّبُهَا الْأَشْقَى الَّذِي يَصْلَى النَّارَ الْكُبْرَى. Now Allah is saying, those people who don't want to listen, those people who don't want to learn, those people who don't want to come to the khutbah to listen, don't want to come to a class to listen, don't go to listen, don't go to learn, and have turned away and said, I don't want to learn Quran, I don't need to learn Quran, I don't need to learn Hadith, I don't need to practice now, I don't need all of that. Hear what Allah is saying. وَيَتَجَنَّبُهَا الْأَشْقَى الَّذِي يَصْلَى النَّارَ. I will add both lines together. Those who turn away, those who avoid, those who take the side track. That's what it really means. Those who sidetrack, always make an excuse to get away. They always sidetrack from wanting to learn. They always sidetrack from wanting to hear right from wrong. They always sidetrack from hearing Hadith and Quran. It is because they, what? They have avoided and want to avoid. And what is going to happen to them? They are unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Al-Ashqa. Little do they know, they think they're great and they're big by avoiding the message of the Quran, the lesson of the Quran, the lessons of Allah. But unfortunately, little do they know they are the unfortunate ones. So what I'm telling you and myself, brothers and sisters, we may not be able to practice right away. We may not be able to do the 9 yards right away. But at least make the effort to listen. At least make the effort to seek. At least make the effort to learn. Hazrat Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha says, that person who makes the effort to learn to read the Quran and finds difficulty in reading the Quran, that person gets a twofold blessings. And she narrates this from the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was a husband. Closer than that you couldn't get. She says that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, when a person tries to read the Quran, learn the Quran, even practice the Quran, whatever, and find difficulties in doing it, that person gets two rewards. One, for learning and making the effort. Two, for not being able to practice but still not giving up and trying to learn and trying to learn and trying to practice. That person gets double-fold blessings. Look at the rahmah of Allah. If you do, you get blessings. If you make the effort to do, you get double blessings if it's not happening. See the rahmah of Allah. But here Allah is speaking about those who don't want to make the effort. Those who don't want to learn. Those who don't want to sacrifice their sleep and their dunya. They, alladhi yaslan nar al-kubra. They not only are unfortunate, but the final analysis of those people is nar al-kubra. They will find themselves in a very big fire. Interesting. What about this fire? ثُمَّ لَا يَمُوتُ فِيهَا وَلَا يَحْيَا. It's a fire in which they will never die. They will be burned forever and ever and ever and ever. They will neither enjoy life in it, nor will they die. You know, if you see a disaster, if you're sick, or you're suffering from a problem, or you're being burnt, and it's just being burnt and being burnt, you'll just prefer to just die than to suffer. So what Allah is saying here, that the suffering is going to be so much for them that it will never end. That's serious consequence. Now to go back to the verse here, فَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ. No, فَذَكِّرْ إِن نَفَعَتِ الذِّكْرَ. Some of those people will benefit. Who? سَيَذَّكَّرُ مَن يَخْشَى. The people who have fear for Allah.